And happy Thursday to you all. My name's Mike. I'm the director and co-founder of Phuket Pals. And the purpose of this video is to tell you a little bit more about GED and what it can do, what it is, and everything like that. Many people I talk to every week have no idea what the GED is. Some of them have these kind of fragmented ideas, these kind of things they've heard from other people or things have been whispered around the room, whatever it was. Very few people on the island of Phuket or in southern Thailand have a concrete idea of what the GED is and why it matters. So I'm going to talk about that today. Also, if you stick around to the end of the video, you'll hear about our new GED online course, a 1-month course that we're going to start on the 8th of September, which is only in a few weeks. So stay with me and we'll find out about that later. So what is the GED and why it matters? Well, the GED is a US high school equivalency diploma. That means when you study for the GED and pass those diploma tests, it means you have a grade 12 equivalency diploma. That means your academic level is equivalent to someone who has finished grade 12 in a US high school. Okay, so if your kids or if you are in the British system, that means equal to the end of year 13. Okay, US system grade 12, British system year 13. So what does the GED stand for? Well, it stands for General Education Development. Okay, the GED itself was set up after World War II. A lot of GIs, a lot of US soldiers were fighting overseas in the Pacific, etc. And the US government was concerned that when these soldiers came home from the war, there would be a serious lack of human capital in the workforce. So they set up the GED as something that people could do to to show that their academic standards were up to the end of high school. Okay, so what does the GED equal? In my opinion, it equals, as you can see in the slide, opportunities. It equals, good things like going to college and university. Over 90 countries in the world accept the GED for university entrance. In Thailand, for example, 100% of universities accept the GED for entrance. Here at Phuket Pals, we have partners in Bangkok, we've got partners in Singapore, we've got partners in Germany, we've got partners in Canada, all over the world, and all of these places accept the GED for entrance. So if someone has told you before, in fact, what I heard yesterday from someone I spoke to, that hardly anywhere in the world accepts the GED for university entrance, this is absolute nonsense. Okay, it's hearsay. It's coffee table gossip. The GED is accepted in over 90 countries, and it can do wonders for your future or your kids' future. Also, the GED equals better job opportunities. Obviously, the GED focuses heavily on critical thinking skills, close reading skills, all of which are very useful in the workplace. Also, the GED can help some people with immigration. It's also internationally recognized, as I have said. Okay, so why listen to me? Why listen to Teacher Mike on a Thursday afternoon? Well, we are an authorized provider. Okay, Phuket Pals is an authorized provider of the GED test. We're a test preparation provider officially. We represent GED testing service. Also, we're a partner of Pearson VUE. We're an authorized test center for Pearson VUE. We have been for more than 10 years. This means you can take your GED tests, your diploma tests in Katu at our center at Phuket Pals. Okay, so we are stamped. There's no other place in Phuket. No other place in Phuket is a Pearson VUE test center. No other school in Phuket has this stamp of approval from GED testing service. Okay, so we are the experts in this field and have been for a very, very long time. So what is the GED? Well, as we said before, the GED stands for General Educational Development. It's a high school equivalency diploma. It covers maths, language arts, which is another way to say English, science, and social studies. Okay, it's recognized across the US and around the world in over 90 countries for jobs, college, university, and training. It's issued by GED Testing Service USA, which is a joint partnership between the American Council on Education and Pearson. So in short, a GED is a globally recognized alternative to a high school diploma, okay? So this is something I say to parents and students all the time. If you're in a traditional educational setting, okay, let's say you're in an international school or you're in a Thai government high school, these are the traditional ways that students can follow through the system and come out at the end of it, with their high school, their traditional high school diploma, whatever that may be, and then gain access to university from there. However, there are alternatives, and many people, increasing numbers of people, are looking for these alternatives in the world today. GED is that alternative. It is your alternative pathway to higher education. You don't have to be in traditional schooling. You don't have to be wearing the uniform. You don't have to be going through all of the daily routines that come with traditional high schooling as we know it. You can, GED is open to all. You can have a more flexible timetable. You can, if you have an interest in, I don't know, we've had professional people who are trained to be professional golfers who come to us. They study for the GED, then they can train for their golf in the afternoon. We've had professional swimmers. We've had, what else? We've had beauty queens. We've had Miss Teen Thailand a few years ago who came. These are people looking for alternatives, people looking for more flexible schedules in which they can pursue other interests and get their high school diploma as well. So there's some examples for you. Now, many people want to leave traditional high schooling, and there's a number of reasons for this. I kind of mentioned one of them in the slide before, but flexibility and alternative interests is what I talked about. Homeschooling mindset and philosophy. Okay, some people want their kids to be in an environment that doesn't have all of the formal trappings of traditional education. Also, financial considerations. Doing the GED works out considerably cheaper, and it's also much quicker than traditional high school options. Then social environment. Maybe parents prefer small group or private study environment for their kids. Also, mental and physical health. Some students are very stressed in traditional schools, and a GED provides them a setting and a syllabus which isn't as test focused as traditional schooling can be. So what can GED do for me? Okay, what can it do for you or your kids? Well, it gives them university access, opens doors to higher education. Most colleges and universities accept it. Okay, in over 90 countries, as I said. Better job, better pay, in most cases. Also personal growth. Okay, it proves discipline and dedication. It boosts confidence and self-esteem. I've seen this in many cases. I've seen many kids who've been in traditional education. Perhaps they didn't do as well in their IGCSEs, for example, and they're distraught. They feel that they've failed in life. They're destroyed. And this is not the case, okay? Just because, let's say, you don't get the IGCSE scores you want, this does not mean that it's over for you. What it means is you can look for an alternative like GED. GED is there. It's there to help you. It's there to give you the opportunity to get ahead in life. And it doesn't matter if you don't get the IGCSE scores that you want. Everyone has their own pathway. Everyone has their own road to follow, let's say. And GED is that pathway for many. And when you get that GED, let me tell you, it boosts your confidence. It lets you know that, yes, I can do this. I can compete at the highest level, at a grade 12 level, and then move on in life to university or employment or whatever. GED is an alternative pathway, as I've mentioned before, and it's globally recognized as well, as mentioned before. So here are a couple of recent examples from the Phuket Pals GED program. We have Tim here, a Russian student. He graduated very recently. You can see excellent scores there in all 4 subject areas. We had Fluke as well, a Thai student, and he scored very well in the 4 subject areas as well. Okay, so at the moment, I know that Tim is heading off to Singapore Institute of Management, which is a prestigious university in Singapore. Okay, so if people tell you things like GED cannot get you into university, here is Tim with his GED going to the Singapore Institute of Management. Okay, so just to let you know, this is not a kind of shortcut. GED is not a shortcut, it's an equivalent qualification. Okay, so kind of moving on to the 8th of September. So on the 8th of September, Phuket Pals is starting actually an online GED course. Okay, we will have an exam revision course, and we will have a month-long intensive course as well. So if you're interested in joining this online exam revision course or the month-long online intensive course, I will leave a link to a Google form in the comments below this video, and you can show your interest just by putting in your details, and then we will get in touch with you. Alternatively, you can send us a message or give us a call. You can give us a call as well. You'll find our number on the Phuket Pals website. Okay, so that is about the end of this video from me, Teacher Mike, from Phuket Pals. I hope you got something from it. Now, just remember, I'd just like to leave you with one thing. Please get in touch with us, okay? If you or your son or daughter are interested in taking the GED, especially our upcoming online course, I'd say get in touch with us. We will give you a call back immediately. If you need to meet face-to-face, which, to be honest, we would prefer to do, we can meet face-to-face here in Katu in Phuket, and we can sort things out. So yeah, thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.